Welcome back once again. This week, we covering the first and the second round of NBA real quick. The playoffs started.
We're also covering the NFL draft, one of my favorite times of the year.
Woo!
Winners, losers.
Blood boiling.
The NFC East, how did everybody do?
And pretty much how we think the NFC East is going to shape up next season. As always,
he's Dave.
And I'm Dave. And we did that ass backwards. It's Brugal time.
Let's get it.
It's already kicking in.
Let's get it.
Hit that intro.
Wow.
All right, NBA, round one. Depending on who you pulling for, if your team's even in it, I gotta say, some of it was snooze fest.
The whole eastern side was a snooze fest.
I mean, pretty much Milwaukee monkey stomped
Detroit.
Yeah.
And Boston monkey stomped. What's these guys?
The Pacers. You know.
Yeah.
But what's sad about that is the Pacers led 3 out of those 4 games. So you gotta think if Victor Oladipo's healthy, it's a different scenario.
Different scenario is what? They're going to win 3 games? I think they would have won 1.
We'll never know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, Boston moves on. Milwaukee moves on.
Philly moves on.
Philly moved on. Philly handled Brooklyn in 5.
Hold on. Shout out to all my Brooklyn people who stopped being Knicks fans and became Brooklyn Nets fans this season.
Well, for this season.
Shout out to you.
All right. And then, of course, Toronto. They finally got the monkey off their back. Of course, they didn't run into LeBron in the first round for once.
Monkey stomped Orlando 4-1.
Well, they lost that opening round, so it kind of had us questioning things. But then they took pictures.
Yeah, they lost that first game, and then that
the
was
next 4 games is nothing.
Domination time.
All right. So, in the West, we had a little bit of a scare scenario with Golden State.
Golden State.
Okay, first of all,
the boogie effect.
All right, can't blame it on the boogie no more.
Can't blame it on him.
All right, sorry.
Hold on. Like, can't blame it on him. He went out in the first 5 minutes of the first game.
Yeah, torn
quad. He's done. Probably all of that weed smoking and chillaxing. But go ahead.
All right. So we'll wait and see what his free agency value is this year.
All right, let's go Knicks.
Let's see now. So Golden State had themselves put to the test with the Clippers.
Yeah,
right? It should have been that close, but you know what? As Doc Rivers, you got to give Doc Rivers respect for taking essentially a box of scraps.
Yeah.
Okay? No disrespect to any player on that team right now.
They have no stars.
Okay? No stars. Lou Williams stepped up big coming off the bench.
Lou, two-girl Williams, as I like to call him.
A lot of people forget he had to sit behind AI back in Philly when AI returned to Philly.
Right.
And he got hurt.
He is.
That's how old he is. But you know what? Coming off the bench is the best thing he could do. He's probably one of the most productive 6 men coming off the bench.
Would you prefer him or Jamal Crawford coming off the bench? Ooh. Not right this second. Let's say Jamal Crawford 4 years ago.
I'll probably still take Crawford. I still take Crawford.
That's my dude.
Okay.
Jamal Crawford.
Was good coming off the bench. Big time.
Yeah. But Lou Williams does unknowingly have 2 women, and they agree with it. So he gets the nod from me. Yeah. Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead, baby.
All right. So they eventually got by the Clips. Now they got Houston a little bit early, but we got a rematch from last year. This is what we want to see. I would have liked to see it in the Western Conference Finals, but you know what? We got it now. 1 game in, Golden State just beat Houston. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of bullshit. That's gonna happen either way. D and I were talking about that a little earlier. Some calls are gonna go in Houston's favor when they're in Houston. And obviously, these calls went Golden State's way in Golden State.
They were fouling them, though. It wasn't like they weren't fouling them. No. They kept putting their foot where they were stepping down that a few years ago became a foul, and that's what it was happening.
Yeah.
But
the one way my dude went into Chris Paul on the 3-point attempt.
On the hip. Yeah. But once again, Chris Paul is a dirty player and kind of rolled into that one.
He is.
So. It's give and take. It's give and take, but they are sort of jerking these guys on the foul tip. It's not as egregious.
But it goes both ways because Harden gets called, gets a lot of calls his way that aren't exactly ticky-tack shit. So
for the season, Harden has 100 3-point fouls. They fouled them 100. They called the foul 100 for 100 3-point shots. That's insane, son. That's insane. You know he takes like 40 a game. It's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Every time I look at the games for Houston, Harden's at the line. He gets to the line all the time. And a lot of it is worthy, but a lot of it is BS.
Bullshit, yeah.
A lot of it is BS. So you're gonna get it goes around and comes around. Such is life when it comes to fouls and refs.
Part of the game.
And calls.
Human error. It's either gonna go for you or against you.
Let's talk about this dude KD, who ain't playing, son. KD isn't playing, son. For the last 5 games, KD has had 35, 50, 45, 33, and 38. He ain't bullshitting.
Nope.
Now, I know it used to be Curry's team, but clearly in the past couple of years, it's gone to KD's team.
And Curry's banged up.
But
they
when
ain't saying it. They ain't saying it. He's clearly feeling something. Okay? And the fact that he rolled his ankle at the end of that game.
Yeah, but come on. That wasn't even a crazy roll. I've seen way worse rolls than that.
Absolutely. But clearly, he ain't 100%. Neither is Clay.
Is he ever 100%? Not Clay. Is Stephen Curry ever 100%?
No. Not this time of year. He's too fragile.
Yeah, so what's going to happen when KD leaves? Is my question.
Do you remember when you were able to get Golden State tickets on the day of the game?
Yeah,
that's going to happen.
You think so?
Not right away.
Right.
Not right away. All right, but look, KD's probably going to leave. He's probably going to leave for the Clippers. All right, because last time I checked, Jerry West's name still carries something.
Yeah, he's not coming to New York.
He's not coming to the Knicks. I've been saying that from the very beginning.
As have I.
Okay. Very, very, very slim chance if the Knicks get the number 1 overall pick and are able to draft Zion Williamson. But that's so far off. We gotta wait till fucking June for that shit.
Word?
Yeah, you gotta wait till the playoffs to be over.
And if we're not getting the number 1 pick, we're not getting the number 2. So that goes out. That's out the window. We're gonna get the Jap dude.
So that being said,
okay.
KD's probably going to the Clippers. Probably be joined by Kawhi Leonard. You got Doc Rivers still coaching that bad boy. It's going to be Clipper Town in LA for a while, if that happens. But as far as Golden State, if and when KD leaves, they're going to have to seriously assess. Do we want to keep Clay and trade Dre?
You got to trade Dre.
You got to trade Dre.
Too much drama. His attitude.
Too much drama.
You know, he's acting like his name is Draymond Green. I'll let y'all factor whatever that means out on your own, Muhammad.
Is that blue guy really fucking with you already?
No, I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. All right?
All right. So
hold on. By the way, you know who else played in that game? Iman Shumpert. 21 minutes, 3 points. Let's go, Shump.
But you know he's there more for defense.
Yeah, is he really?
Well,
is he really?
No. I'm just trying to soften it.
Yes.
All right. So before we go on, we got, of course, OKC and Portland, where the Thunder got outplayed on practically every level except for one game. Just happened to be the one game they win. The plus-minus numbers on this are absolutely fucking ridiculous. All right? First of all...
In favor of Portland.
All right? First of all...
Let's talk about your boy.
Westbrook.
Let's talk about your boy.
Okay? Mr. Triple-Double for 3 years in a row. Okay?
Mr. Wearing the bras to the game.
Which is... You gotta start factoring. You gotta stop looking at the triple doubles now. You know, D was telling me this a couple of weeks back. I'm starting to buy into it. Can't look at the triple double no more. You gotta look at the plus minus. Game 1, minus 10. Game 2, minus 27. Okay,
27.
Minus 27.
How do you
Your
get minus
team
27?
is that minus 27 when you on the floor, and you're the star. Get the fuck out of here.
Shooting 23% from the field that game.
Yo,
23%.
Game 3, the only game they won. Plus 15, all right? Back to minus 17 for game 4, and then the final of the game, minus 4, all right? And he's not the only one to blame here. Jeremy Grant should not be starting, in my opinion, all right? Again, with the exception of the game they won, negative in all columns, but negative in a big way. Game 1, minus 12. Game 2, minus 22. Minus 22. You're not even Westbrook worthy, and you're minus 22. Minus 21 in game 4. Minus 1 in game 5.
How you on the floor that long and be minus 22?
You know what? My bad. That was Steven Adams.
Okay.
That was Steven Adams. Jeremy Grant was minus 26 in game 2. Okay?
Worse.
How do you call yourself an NBA player And okay, yes, the playoffs is a different beast, but you can't have your team minus your starter minus 26, another's minus 27 in the same game in the playoffs. You've ranked 4th in the NBA for defense for the year.
And every game, it was over 100 points.
Over 100.
Every game.
And embarrassingly lost. Okay? Save the final game where Dame Lillard hit that ridiculous 3 from almost 40 feet away to give himself 50 for the game. Again, addressing lack of... Apologies for the interrupt. Someone's at the door.
Yeah, so we getting back on Paul George and his hoe-assness. And you should have saw the disdain in his face when he brought that up. Nobody even asked you if it was a good shot or a bad shot. They were asking you why you couldn't cover the damn shot. And, you know, you answered like a half a sissy. Why is that?
Did you see how far off the ball he was playing Dame Lillard?
Yeah, but he had to because he would have got driven on. The fact is, the person who was supposed to be taking him at that point was Westbrook, the fastest, most athletic guy on the team, and he didn't because he's not a very good defender.
You know what I love about this? And you can go check this out, okay? Go check this out. Go replay, because you can find it somewhere, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Go look at the last few seconds there before Dame hits the game-winning shot. You'll notice the head coach ain't even looking at Dame, okay? Steph Curry's brother, Seth, is looking at the Portland bench like, y'all know what's coming. He ain't even looking at Dame Lillard because he knew he was taking that 3. Now, he may not have known he was making it, but he knew he was taking it. And so did the coach.
Yeah. And that's the play. Westbrook, you know what? I like Westbrook in terms of that, in terms of the fact that he's a go-hard guy. He goes hard. He's a hungry player. But I don't think his style of basketball is a good style of basketball. Simply because it's unorthodox and it's you can't hone it into a system. It's play park basketball. It's rucker basketball.
Exactly.
You can't play rucker basketball amongst professionals. Like, sure, you'll get your numbers, but your team, what are you gonna do? You still haven't won anything.
Exactly.
You had a team down 3-1 and you still lost. Like, come on, man. And you see what the dude who was on your team, you see what he doing to everybody? I just quoted for you. 35, 50, 45, 33. And the plus minus ain't no negative 27.
This ain't to take nothing on KD, because what KD did, leaving OKC for the team
that
beat him was that was hoe ass shit. Okay?
I respect Westbrook for being there.
Yeah. Okay.
But you gotta change your game, son.
But the same thing, the same time, you gotta wonder if this is part of the reason why he left.
Of course it is.
Okay?
Of course it is.
You had to know. If you've been watching basketball long enough, you've been watching Oklahoma City Thunder basketball long enough, you remember when KD went out and he had all them leg problems that one year. It was the knee, it was the foot, it was the ankle. He couldn't get healthy for nothing. And that was Westbrook's year. That was Westbrook's coming out party. He took over. That was his team.
And never wanted to give it back.
When KD came back healthy in the next following season, he didn't want to relinquish that.
Never want to relinquish it.
Okay?
On his mellow shit.
You look at all that bullshit that transpired. Up 3-1 against Golden State a couple of years back. What was it, 4 years ago now, right?
Yeah. That's
four playoff seasons ago. 3-1, you got a lead against Golden State. And you surrender it. And you see every game that they lost. It's like Westbrook and KD were not on the same page.
All I remember from that series, from that point on, was Westbrook ISOing it, trying to drive into the hole and trying to get fouled and shit. That's what I remember from that series. So I mean, that's something you have to do to your game, my man.
And prior to it being part of his permanent repertoire, trying to hit threes like his name was Steph,
or his name was KD.
Okay, and missing relentlessly. Yeah.
You're not the best person on that team, clearly.
Okay.
But that's all spilled grapes. Whatever. Now you have to, change your game.
You got to reinvent himself.
And I don't even know if reinvent yourself is the word, man. You just need to change some things. Maybe you need to stop giving assists.
He can't be stat chasing.
Yeah, maybe you stop giving assists when you're 3 feet in the air already and finding on the last second to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. Maybe that needs to change. Maybe you need to play more within the offense and not play more, scatterbrain basketball.
But you know what? Also, Billy Donovan needs to step up. Donovan is the head coach. If he's not fucking pulling these guys aside and saying stop with the stat chasing, run the fucking offense.
But that's every coach. If once it's one coach, I can say it's the coach. If it's two coaches, then I can say, maybe it's two coaches. But this is the third coach that they on, and this guy still hasn't stopped this. It's still the same thing. Was it Donovan? It's the second one?
Yeah.
All right.
What's his name in Washington now?
Yeah, who was in Washington. He's not in Washington anymore.
Right.
Whatever his name was.
Yeah.
But he it was the same thing with that situation, you know, and he said it out loud that, you know, it was a flowing offense. That's not gonna work. Structure. And maybe you have to build your structure around your players. I don't know how that works in basketball. I know how it works in football.
And I'll tell you something. This is also ownership. Because remember, at one point in time, this team had Westbrook, KD, Ibaka, and Harden all at the same time.
Yeah. But that's ancient history, man. We can't.
It may be ancient, but
yeah, but they fucked up.
You can't be giving pieces away. Yeah, they fucked up big time.
Pieces.
Those are.
They should have 7 championships by now. They should have 7 championships by now. But you know, it is what it is. It happened. But now you have to make the best of it. And Westbrook, I don't know what it is you have to change about your game or what coach you have to bring in there to make sure that even though you still freelance, that's within the offense or within the flow of the game.
And I don't think there's much they can do with the salary cap hit they're going to take. Because, you know, you got 2 max players on your team. Ain't much else you could do. You got guys under contract right now. You know, you probably got to look at trying to maybe replace Steven Adams. Because he ain't worth a damn right now, in my opinion.
No. He just good for a good mustache every once in a while. Wait a second. Westbrook, from 2019, 2020, 38.5, then 41.14, 44.2, 47.1. In a 4-year span, he's going to make $171.2 million. Woo! But you know what? You deserve it.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
Yeah, no, he plays his ass off.
You deserve it.
At the end of the day,
but damn, that's a lot of money.
It's called team, not
That's just a lot of money, man.
Okay, it is a lot of money. He got so much money. He got to move it just to get to the bathroom.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be paying it.
No. All right, so that's round 1. Round 2 just started. So we got Houston, Golden State. We already covered that. Golden State is up 1.
Yeah, Denver, Portland tonight.
I got Houston winning that in 7.
Ooh, really?
I think Houston can pull this off.
Really? I got Golden State winning in 6.
Okay.
I got Golden State in 6. I don't like Golden State, but I got them winning in 6.
I am kind of tired of seeing Golden State.
On a mission right now.
I can't hate. They are the team to beat.
Yeah.
I want to see someone else. I think Houston had it last year up until the point Chris Paul got hurt. Yeah. They healthy this year. And if there ain't no injuries, to me, there's no reason why they can't beat Golden State.
They did have them last year. And now there's a lot more infighting.
Yes, and now you down Boogie. So
they didn't have Boogie last year.
They didn't have Boogie last night, no, and they let AD go off for what 40 plus, like you said, right? So we'll see what happens. Denver and Portland.
That starts tonight, right?
That starts tonight. I got Portland in 6.
I got Portland in 6 myself.
My man.
I got Portland in 6 myself.
Okay, Philly and Toronto. Toronto's up 1-0, but I got Philly in 6.
Got Toronto in 5.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. The braid wearer, my boy Kawhi, who's not really my boy. I really don't fuck with Kawhi. But that boy is out to prove something.
Not that this is likely, but if Kawhi was on the Knicks, you'd be fucking with him.
I don't fuck with braid wearers as adults. I really don't do it. I don't do it. I can't co-sign on that shit. But you know, if you putting up 45, what do you put up? What do you put up? 45, 11, and 2. I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can fuck with that.
That's a nice double
So
hat.
I mean, you know, whatever. You know, I still don't rock with him because he's a braid wearer, and as an adult, I can't rock with that. But you know, he's a ball player. He's a ball player, and he's taking them under his wing and making them play. Mm-hmm. And I can't front on that. And good job, Kawhi.
Yeah,
he's doing his thing. Y'all slaughtered Philly the other
Lowry can't
day.
disappear though.
No,
Lowry can't both disappear in that.
Well, Lowry had plus 25.
Yes, he did.
But he only had 9 points. But still
plus 25.
Plus 25. So you know,
that counts for something.
That has to count for something.
Boston versus Milwaukee. Boston up 1-0. I still have Milwaukee winning this in 6.
Ooh, we are total opposites. Yeah, I got Milwaukee losing. I got Milwaukee losing in 5.
Woo!
I got them winning 1 game.
Okay.
I got them winning 1
Well,
game.
we shall see.
I think Boston, Kyrie's on a mission as well. They only really have 1 star in Milwaukee, and they have a bunch of role players, good role players, but role players.
Yeah.
And
I think plus, that what's his name? Bogdanovich, what fucking the European kid.
Okay.
He's out for game 1 and game 2, so that is gonna play a lot into it. But I think Milwaukee can bounce back in game 2, take that, and then they're gonna take 2 out of 3 in Boston.
They're gonna lose they're gonna lose game 2 because that guy is out. I think that the coach for the coach for Boston, forget the dude from Gonzaga.
Oh yeah. Shit.
You know who I'm talking about. That guy. That guy is a great coach.
Wow.
And he's gonna scheme it up.
Yeah.
They're playing team ball now in Boston.
Hayward seems to be coming around.
Coming off the bench,
Yeah,
it seems.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's embraced his role. Team player, even though I'm making all of this money, the goal is to win.
Yeah, we'll
and that's
see.
what he's doing.
We'll see. If they figured it out, we'll see. I mean,
they slaughtered them that first game.
It's a long road. It's a long road in the playoffs, so we'll see. All right, so those are our picks.
You got the Bucks and Philly, right? Just to make sure.
I got the Bucks and I got Philly.
Right.
You got Toronto and Boston.
Yes.
Okay. I got Houston. You got Golden State. We're in agreement with Portland.
Right.
All right.
So,
So,
NFL Draft. One of my favorite times of the year.
if I twitch during the rest of the show, you'll excuse me.
All right. So, where do you want to go first? You want to go with the winners and losers or the NFC East?
Let's go with the winners and losers.
Okay, let's go with the winners and losers.
All right. Me, I basically got 4 teams. I'm on winners and losers. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of stats on this one. D is pretty much set up on that one.
All right.
I got Denver, Dallas, New England, and the Jets. Those are my 4 winners.
Ooh, you got to explain those.
Now, well, first of all, the Jets address a lot of key areas, but right away at number 3, Quinn Williams.
Quinn Williams is a fucking...
That's a beast right there.
He's a gorilla.
Okay.
Playing football.
Dude, if anybody watches
not
college
racist.
ball, okay, 1 main year starting, but when Nick Saban tells the entire press after losing several starters on defense the year before, watch this kid Quinn Williams, he's gonna be going big, okay, and he wasn't lying.
He was. That's why I don't believe in Kyler Murray. I saw Quentin Williams knock Kyler Murray to Kyler Murray to the ground,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray took like 6 minutes to get back up.
And this is why Arizona's not as part of my winners.
Yeah, it's
because here's my thing, okay?
Once
the
that
Arizona
motherfucker get
front
hit-
line is a mess. I don't care if your quarterback is mobile. Your front line still needs to be addressed.
If not gonna make it to the season.
If you got defenders busting through the line 1-2 seconds into the snap,
You got to play Aaron
Forget
Donald
it.
twice. You got to play Aaron Donald twice. You got to play the Seahawks twice.
yes.
You got to play the 49ers.
The 49ers.
Twice.
49ers got a decent defense.
Yes, they got even better with this draft.
Thank you.
They got Bosa.
I don't think they did well in the draft, but the defense got better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They got Bosa. They got another guy. This guy's gonna get destroyed, Kyler Murray. Son. It's gonna be a problem for him.
Big time.
So I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Go ahead.
Denver, come on. You walk away with Drew Lock as a 2nd round pick? You didn't have to trade up, trade down, nothing. Drew Lock as a 2nd rounder?
And constantly on the search for a quarterback.
Okay.
Good job.
New England, they filled with role players.
Yeah.
They did what New England does. They reloaded.
Guys who are good
All
for
right,
the system.
next one up. Exactly, next for the system. Yo, New England may have walked away with one of the best draft picks. Thank you, my brother. During the draft classes in God knows how long. When you look at what they needed to address defensively and offensively, they got their guys. And they got someone the 4th round as QB.
Stidham
Thank you.
from Auburn. Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't, but you know what? He could work as a backup.
You know what? It's not like you're in a rush to get thrown in there.
You got Belichick as your coach. You got Tom Brady as your mentor.
You got one of the best to ever do it. Okay, to ever do it as your mentor.
And I already said the Jets. I already said Dallas. So
what did you like about the Jets?
Quinn
Williams. That's it.
Look,
I thought they had a knucklehead in with the dude from Florida.
Oh, hold up. I don't know who you're talking about too.
There's an edge rusher from Florida who had pretty good production, but I thought he's a knucklehead during the offseason. He was an asshole. You know, you can't win with pure choir boys on your team, but you know, it's a certain kind of knuckleheadness.
Well, hold on.
That I can tolerate.
Here's the thing, though. Who's the Jets defensive coordinator right now? Greg Double G.
Oh,
Williams.
That's right. With the double go. Oh, he gonna check that shit.
Thank you.
You know what? I'll shut the fuck up. Okay. They just checked me. I forgot. Greg Williams. He don't play that shit.
Okay.
He would smack him in his mouth until he get in line, or you'll never play, and that'd be it. And you know what? His players. Yeah. They back him. And they be like, yo, he told you to shut the fuck up. Don't get your ass whooped in here. Everybody here is 6'4", 340.
There you go. And I'm gonna give you another team that had a good draft class.
Who's that?
Your team.
Woo!
As much as you claim,
let's go.
Only like Anglo quarterbacks. I
like him Anglo.
At 15,
I'm riding with him.
You have to trade up.
I'm riding
70% completion rating at Ohio State. The Ohio State. Then,
wait, hold on. Let's get into that when we get to the NFC East.
Okay.
So you just say, all right, let me just give you my winners, all right? My winners of the draft, the Buffalo Bills.
They did have a good draft.
This is the second or third good draft they've had.
Second. I'll give them 2.
They had Ed Oliver, Houston, 3-time All-America selection.
Yes.
All right? Nobody's ever done that at that university. He's a defensive tackle. He's full balls to the wall, playing hard all the time.
All the time.
I liked him. I liked Cody Ford as the offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. Who else was this? There was another guy. Oh, yeah. Fasan Joseph, the Florida outside linebacker. Mm-hmm. I liked him, too. I also like the Pittsburgh draft. They got Devin Bush, somebody who can replace Ryan Shazier. Okay, let me take this off until we get to the NFC East. You know, who can replace Ryan Shazier? That's been the problem for them.
Yes.
They had
Shazier was a big.
He was a big issue.
Yes.
You know, he was a person that can chase around tight ends.
By the way, Shazier, please
don't
stay retired.
We tell you this every episode.
Stay retired.
Stop it.
I'm glad for you. You're walking. Chill. Stay retired.
Exactly. All right. So they needed somebody who's a fast inside linebacker. They have the beef up front.
He quit
to stop everybody. Devin Bush, perfect pick. They had this dude, Deontay Johnson from Toledo, a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. I liked him. Who else? Sutton Smith from Northern Illinois. I've seen very little of Sutton Smith. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He's an outside linebacker. I think I may have seen a half a game, but I watch a lot of college football. Right.
Probably
one of them late nights.
I'll be honest, I didn't see a lot of Northern Illinois this year.
Yeah, I didn't see almost any, but I think I seen him at least once or twice. I liked him. Also, Carolina. Now, let me tell you about Carolina, why I like their draft. And don't hate on me.
No.
You know, you Cam Newton fans, whatever the case may be. But Will Grier. They got Will Grier.
Yes, they did.
From West Virginia, who I thought the Redskins were going to get in the draft. I like Will Grier. Will Grier put up some numbers in college.
He's a quality QB.
Yeah, and he can. I don't know if he can read defense because he had a wide open system just like Cam Newton, but he wasn't a runner. No. He was a thrower.
Yes.
Which I think is a better situation when you get into the NFL. Am I going to say he's better than Cam Newton? Cam Newton is 6'4", 260 pounds, runs faster than a deer. No, he's not better than no damn Cam Newton. Cam Newton is special, all right? But Will Grier, do I think he'll make better choices when it comes to delivery of the football through the air? Yes.
Suffice it to say, if Cam goes down, they actually still have a decent shot to win a game.
Yes. I'd rather him than the dude they had there.
Right.
He's a way better backup than what they had there. That's why I think they won. Brian Burns, the defensive end from Florida State, is a problem. They always have some ridiculous guy coming off the edge at Carolina. I liked him. Christian Miller, the outside linebacker. I like everybody who plays outside linebacker at Alabama. All right, my losers, the Oakland Raiders.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have them as losers. I didn't have them as winners either.
I'm going to tell you why. This dude, Kellen Farrell, all right? Colin Farrell, which is basically an actor's name, all right?
From Clemson? You got a problem with Farrell?
I do. You didn't have to pick him that high up. You had other guys there. You had the dude, Allen.
Oh, from Kentucky.
From right there.
Yeah.
You had your Khalil Mack, part 2. You had Von Miller right there. But you said, nah, fuck that. We want to get this good player and not this great player.
A lot of people put Farrell in Von Miller's category too.
Nah, well, they wildin'. Those people don't watch football.
All right, well,
that was my only issue with them.
That was your only issue with the Raiders.
Because they got Josh Jacobs.
I like that.
I like that with the second pick.
Yeah.
You replace Marshawn.
Yeah. Well, first of all, with 3 first-rounders, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
So,
John Abrams, Mississippi State guys always play well. Safety. Go ahead.
By the way, speaking of Mississippi State guys, fucking DK Metcalf falling to the last pick of the second round to Seattle.
He's an Ole Miss guy.
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Dude, that's falling a big way. But you know what? That could pay off big time for Seattle because they're about to lose Doug Baldwin. Doug Baldwin, if you ain't been following, has had multiple fucking surgeries on his leg, his hip. He's about to call it a finish. He can't play no more.
DK Metcalf is going to be a bust. I'm going to tell you why. Those dudes who, you ever see, listen, I say this with a pure record of heterosexuality. This guy DJ Metcalf is built like a Greek god, son. This dude is
he is cut.
He got a 19 pack.
He's a little too cut.
Those guys don't last. You got, listen, there's such thing as a football player and there's a such thing as a workout warrior. DK Metcalf is a pretty good football player, a all-pro workout warrior. I don't think he's gonna be the guy who's replacing Lockett. No, I like Lockett. Baldwin. I like Baldwin better than I like DK Metcalf.
Well, they're about to lose Baldwin, so yeah. I don't know. For him falling to the second round, considering how highly talented he was coming out of college, I think that's a plus for Seattle.
I mean, it is, but I don't trust him.
Well, time will tell.
Right.
Time will tell.
All right, so
we're gonna take a quick swig here. I'm gonna take a quick swig.
As am I.
And hold up one quick second. NFC East, baby.
Let's do it, baby.
All right. So, you want to go first?
I sure will go first.
All right. So, like I said, Redskins had themselves a good draft.
All right. Let's talk about our 2 teams last. All right. Let's talk about the other 2 teams that we don't really fuck with.
Hit me.
All right. Philly. I thought Philly had a bad draft, to be honest with you. I didn't like their JJ Arziga Whiteside pick. I've seen him play at Stanford. You know, he's a go get it type guy, but he's slow. They already have a bunch of receivers that are the same way on their team already.
Yes.
He's an Alshon Jeffrey, whatever other receiver they have. It's all the same guy.
It's no one explosive.
Yeah, it's nobody explosive. He's a jump and get it type of guy. If you get a good cornerback that's tall, he's nullified. I'm not a believer in him. What is it? They got Andre Dillard from Washington State, the offensive tackle. I believe they should have gotten a tackle. I'm glad. Well, for their sake, I'm glad they got him in the draft. Mm-hmm. He was a value pick at what pick was he? Pick 22 in the first round.
Right.
You know, I can't get mad at that. Who else? Nobody else really I'm feeling. They had Miles Sanders from Penn State. Clayton Thompson, a quarterback from Northwestern. He's going to get no burn. I give them a C- in the draft. Dallas Cowboys. I thought Dallas had a pretty good draft, man.
They did.
This is, again, not letting Jerry take the reins.
He was quiet this year. I got to hand it to him. He's usually very interfering. He was not. At least it seems that way.
Right. They got Tristan Hill, all right, who's a defensive tackle from the University of Central Florida. Now, let me tell you why I started paying attention to the University of Central Florida, because they started stealing Miami players, all right? Guys that were supposed to go to Miami went to Central Florida, and, that's how Central Florida became nice. And South Florida, that's how they became, all of a sudden you hear about them, because they started stealing Miami players. So, let me tell you the problem with this guy Hill. He's a knucklehead, all right, which goes into the Dallas paradigm. It goes into into whatever they do. They love knuckleheads. So if they can get him to act right, he'll be a good player. If not, then no. I like Connor McGovern as an offensive guard.
Center.
Yeah, he's opened up holes for both running backs from Penn State, including Saquon Barkley, for the past couple of years, and they've had very much high success. Tony Pollard.
That's a
from
good
Memphis. That dude is a beast. Dude is a beast.
Yes.
And who did they get? Who did they get rid of? Who was backing up Zeke from beforehand?
No one significant.
Nobody significant. And they went cheaper because they're gonna have to pay Zeke. Right. So they went cheaper.
Yeah. This is not a play on words. This is not a typo. This is Michael Jackson.
All right. Hey. Michael Jackson. Let me just explain something to you. I watch a lot of Miami football.
I know you do.
All right. I fucked with Michael Jackson. Heavy.
That's a good corner.
Now, he's a decent corner. If he has a good front in front of him, which he does, and good linebackers, then he can prosper. So I thought that was a very good pick for them. They also picked Joe Jackson from the Miami Hurricanes, who I think is a good defensive end.
I foresee a lot of turnover chains appearing on the sideline.
I do too. A bunch of end shit popping off. Yes. But that's all right. If they're successful, then fuck it. Absolutely. Let's go. I think Dallas had a pretty good draft, man. I think they had a pretty good draft. So on to the Giants. I thought you guys had a pretty bad draft for the first time in 2 years to me.
I give us a C at best.
Okay, so go ahead. You discuss it, and then I'll talk about it.
Daniel motherfucking Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Let me tell you something. And this is something I said to him off camera before we saw this. Dave Gettleman, Daniel Jones better be every inch as good as you proclaim him to be. For the simple fact that you took him 6 overall in the first round. And made a statement after picking him that really boggled my fucking mind. Actually said that we can go the Aaron Rodgers route. He could sit for a couple of years. Hold the fucking phone.
Hold the phone.
Now, I've been one on this very show. Yes, I just knocked the mic down. I don't give a fuck.
Just right
that has said that I back Eli Manning. I don't fault Eli Manning for what's going on with the Giants because the offensive line has been horrible the last 4 or 5 years. But Eli Manning is 38 years old. How many more years you expect him to play? He's on the last year of a contract, and you just came out and said that Daniel Jones could sit for a few years. Let me correct you. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years.
Not the 6th pick in the draft.
Okay? Was not the number 6 pick in the draft. Was actually picked after Alex Smith was taken by the San Francisco 49ers, which was a mistake San Francisco made, but that's another story for another day.
Right.
That being said, Aaron Jones has a chip on his shoulder for sitting for 3 years behind Brett Favre because Brett Favre couldn't make up his damn mind whether or not he wanted to retire or not.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, thank you. You don't have that issue with Eli. Eli has never said, well, maybe I'm retiring. I'm not retiring. Maybe I'm retiring. I'm not retiring. I want to play one more year. Never got that from Eli one time.
Not once.
Furthermore, you made a statement that at least 2 known teams, and you called out Denver and Washington as being potential teams that would have taken Daniel Jones before the Giants.
I think we served y'all the yoiness on that one.
Okay? You full of shit.
Yeah, I think we
fucked y'all. Okay? Let me tell you something right now. I would have taken Josh Allen with the number 6 pick. And with number 17, I wouldn't have taken Daniel Jones. I would have taken Drew Lock. Okay? You cannot sit there and claim a day later, 2 days later, that you know for a fact that 2 teams would have taken Daniel Jones ahead of you. Because the last time I checked, with the exception of the offensive tackle from Alabama going to Cincinnati, everyone taken prior to 17 was a defensive player. I'm sorry, Haskins going 15 to Washington.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow, really? Yeah.
Every player, with the exception of Daniel Jones, Williams, the offensive tackle from Alabama, and Haskins.
No, yeah, Clelin Ferrell, defensive player.
Everyone's a defensive player. Oh, no, Kyler Murray. I'm sorry. Kyler Murray, number 1 to Arizona. Everyone's a defensive player. So 13 out of 14 picks were defensive players in the first round. And you're going to sit there and say that you know for a fact Daniel Jones would have been gone by pick 17? Who gives a fuck if he would have been gone by pick 17? Drew Lock is better.
Unless you got listen, Peyton Manning. Unless he's Peyton Manning, who gives a fuck?
And there ain't no Peyton Manning.
There ain't no Peyton Manning in this draft. That's for sure.
Look, there's absolutely no question the Giants need to address QB. But you cannot tell me that Daniel Jones is the best available player at number 6. The best available player at number 6 was Josh Allen.
Agreed.
And you needed a defensive end. You needed an edge rusher, which then again you didn't address until the 4th pick with fucking O'Shane Ximines. However the fuck you pronounce his name.
Ximines.
Okay? 3rd pick, I'm sorry. 3rd round pick.
That dude is nice.
From Old Dominion.
Don't listen to him.
No, Old
Dominion. That
Dominion.
dude is nice. Don't listen to him.
No.
That dude is nasty.
Old Dominion is a small school.
Yeah.
They play hardly anybody.
Yeah, all right.
Okay? I'm going to have to wait and see on this kid.
Listen.
All right? I'm going to have to wait and see on him because, first of all, he did okay at the Senior Bowl. All right? And since he's the first player drafted out of Old Dominion, we don't have any prior work out of Old Dominion to base that on. There was another guy drafted the next day from Old Dominion. 2 players in the history of the draft picked from Old Dominion. Happened to be this year. The Giants took one of them. Now, that being said, Dexter Lawrence at 17, I can't hate on that. That kid's a beast. Okay? However, we all remember he didn't play in the college football playoffs because he tested positive for performance-enhancing substance, which he don't remember how it got in his body. Does that
how
not
about injection?
Scream? Does that not scream Big Poppy? Anyway, now the pick I do like is the corner from Georgia, DeAndre Baker. That kid's going to be nice. The only problem I have with DeAndre Baker is he is I'll meet you at the line, I'm going to check you and stay with you player. If he's playing 5-10 yards off the ball, he's going to get blown by every time. Okay? So we have a tendency to have another Eli Apple situation here. Julian Love, cornerback from North Carolina, at the 4th pick. I'm liking this pick. Okay, y'all know I'm a diehard Irish fan. I like Julian Love. He got hurt a little bit last year, but I think he's going to be a solid corner. Ryan Connolly, I don't know. He's kind of undersized for a linebacker. 6'2", 245 pounds. I see him as maybe a third down cat, maybe special teams if he makes the team. The wide receiver from Auburn, Darius Slayton. He's got speed. He's 6'1". The Giants don't have a lot of height in the wide receiver position. I see him as an up and down the field type of guy. Okay, he's either gonna burn by you, be wide open, or he's not. Again, that's if he makes the team. Corey Ballentine, already injured, although he may be ready for the start of the season. He got hurt in the shooting situation the other day. His teammate was killed. You know, that's a sad situation. I don't know. He's okay. He got some nice speed. He ran the 40 in the 4.47. 5'11", 196, 6th-round pick. So that's okay for that pick. Gettleman waited until the 7th round to address the offensive line. An offensive line that still needs to be filled, that we still need backups on. We don't have any legitimate backups on the offensive line. And you wait until the 7th pick to draft George Asafo Adaji from Kentucky. He wasn't even on anybody's radar. Everybody predicted him to go undrafted. It's a 7th-round pick. I'm not going to scream about it, but god damn, you could have picked no one else for this offensive line any higher? Are you serious? And then finally, defensive tackle Chris Slayton from Syracuse. 6'4", 307. We'll see what he does. I see him as a practice squad guy.
All right.
Like I said, C+ at best.
All right. So talking about the Giants, I didn't like the Daniel Jones pick, even though I wanted to pick him on this show. When we first drafted, I started looking at game film. He was highly inaccurate. I didn't think he was worth the 6th pick. Nope. But, you know, it is what it is. Dexter Lawrence. You know, I think you guys are going to 3-4 this year.
Yeah.
And he seems to be a hell of a nose tackle, man. He's 6'5", 342. He has the bulk. But I thought you had BJ Hill last year from North Carolina State. I saw him in there. He did well.
He did very well.
He did well. So maybe you could put him on the end and then put this guy, Dexter Lawrence, in the middle and see what it is. I don't know. But maybe that's the plan. If that's the plan, I can't really argue with it.
Lawrence is definitely a heftier player than B.J. Hill.
I can't argue with
Hill has more of a body of a defensive end. I'll give you that.
Right.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. So that wasn't a horrible pick to me, but it was like a repetitive pick, if you want to say that.
Yeah.
Let's see. The dude you didn't like from Old Dominion, Janaze Exonis, you know, I've seen him play a couple of times. That dude is a problem, man. I like him. He seemed like a Justin type to me. I like that guy.
He's quick, but again, small school. Who has he played against?
I understand. I get it. I understand what you're saying.
Look, I could be wrong,
but I like him. My favorite pick was Julian Love, the cornerback from Notre Dame. I fucked with him heavy.
He's a big time.
I thought that y'all drafted the hell out of that one.
Look, come on, 4.54.
Yeah.
For the 40, 5'11", 195 pounds. I mean, he's a good corner.
I ain't like anybody else from y'all draft. Now getting into the Redskins. You know, I like my quarterbacks Anglo, but you know what? Like I said before 100 times, if anybody had a chance to buck that trend, it's this dude, fucking Dwayne Haskins. You know, he played pocket passer his whole life and threw 50 fucking touchdowns. I mean, you can't knock that. It's 1 year player.
70% completion rating.
You can't knock that. He was throwing to wide open guys, but he had the foresight to throw to them.
Broke Drew
Brees' record. So, you know, I'm rocking with him. My favorite person, which is what I wanted from the motherfucking video, was my man Montez Sweat. I wanted him. He's going to be Von Miller 2.0. You know, I'm so happy with that guy.
He's going to be for you what a Rakpo never could be.
Yeah. Dave. You said it, son. With no sack Poe wasn't. Which was no sack Poe. Okay?
He's too busy making cupcakes.
You making fucking cupcakes. I don't even want to talk about this guy. So, we got this dude, Bryce Love in the 4th round.
I can't hate that.
Which I'm fine with because I watched Bryce Love for like 3 years. And I'm like, where the fuck is he going?
Yeah.
He's little, but he's fast and he's a playmaker.
Look,
he's a tough guy.
He may be coming off that ACL injury, but you talking about him sitting for a year, learning
from the best, from Adrian Peterson.
AP.
We don't need him right now.
No.
So I'm fine with that.
Your second, 4th round pick, Wes Martin.
I don't know anything about Wes Martin. If you hear somebody say they lying unless they kid go to fucking Illinois.
That being said, you need help on the offensive line, and guard
Indiana,
was a position.
Yeah, but nobody thinks of him highly. I like the Alabama guy better, Ross.
Back.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I like him better. He's played in
You
4.
try to pronounce that shit.
He's played in 4 playoff games in college. Come on, that's primetime football at the best.
Alabama. That's what we need to say.
Well, we're like Alabama Part 2 over there at Washington. Another guy I like is Kelvin Harmon. Kelvin Harmon.
NC State.
I used to watch NC State football. He catches the ball all the time. He's a good player. I don't know how he got to the 5th round, but he did. Another guy I like
It just seemed like this year they focus on defense, though.
What, the Redskins?
No, in general, the NFL focus on defense.
Well, you have to take what the best players are,
Granted, but that could also be a reason why he fell so far.
Well, he shouldn't have, because everybody had a 3rd round grade on that guy. But he's slow. He's a 4.6 guy.
Well, just like Drew Lock should have fallen into the 2nd round.
True that. But Kevin Hall was a 4.6 guy from North Carolina State, but he did do his thing while he was there. So I'm looking for him to replace Josh Bussin. All right, for this upcoming season. But I think we had a pretty decent draft. I like our draft. I think we've been drafting. I give it a B.
I'll give you guys a B+.
I'll give it a B.
I'll give it a B+.
I think we had the best draft out of the NFC East. I will
Absolutely.
say that. Right.
Absolutely.
So now, hold up. It's time for my heroes and zeros.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold up. Given that we know what we know of the draft,
right?
What are your record predictions for the NFC East this year?
Okay. All right. So I have the Cowboys winning the division again.
Mm-hmm. So do I.
I have the Cowboys winning the division.
I got them as 11-5.
I have them 11-5 also.
Okay.
I have the Redskins and the Eagles tied at the 2 spot for 10-6.
10-6 at 2. Okay.
I got 10-6 at 2, and I have the Giants coming up at 8-8.
Okay. I don't have it that
spot.
favorably. I got Philly at 10-6. I got Washington at 8-8. I got the Giants at 6-10.
Damn, you a foul nigga, Dave.
Look, to me, one of the biggest needs of this team was, man, I just caught that.
Yeah, I just.
What's the count, Mo? 4 to him?
But it's one. It's one today.
That's
it's
4 for him.
It's 1 today.
And unfortunately, 1 for me. I can't claim innocent on that one. Yeah, man, they didn't address the draft. They didn't address the offensive line.
I think you got better by addition by subtraction, man. To be honest with you, I think that Odell cancer is gonna propel y'all to greater things.
We'll wait and see, man. We'll wait and see
what's gonna happen.
All right. So, I got no heroes and zeros this week.
I do.
I'm letting you hit it.
All right. My hero is Damian Lillard. All right. The most underrated guard in the league.
He is.
He dropped 50 points to win the game last week on OKC. A killer 33-point fucking 3-pointer in PG's face. He's averaging
from almost 40 feet
for his career, 25 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. He's killing. I give us Damian Lillard. He's definitely an underrated guard. My zero for the week is my man Tyreek Hill.
Wow, yeah.
Tyreek Hill. Listen, this dude is breaking his kid's arm. He's beating his 3-year-old son. Now, listen, as a person with a 3-year-old son, they're frustrating. All right, I'm a very impatient man, but I don't beat and fucking torture my damn son.
Mm-mm.
You know that. You know, you have to realize that, you know, at some point you were raised wrong, Tyreek Hill. And his girlfriend, I'm assuming, you know, people, simps, say that she did it for love or whatever. She did it for the paycheck, all right? She covered his ass for the paycheck, and she set him up for the paycheck. She recorded him unknowingly saying that he wasn't sorry and, you know, I'm glad you held me down, and I don't care if he's terrified of me. You should be terrified of me too. And the Chiefs did the right thing and said, you know, don't come here no more. You're a knucklehead, and you need help. So I anticipate Tyreek Hill not playing in 2019. He'll probably go seek some therapy and play in 2020.
I hope he seeks therapy.
To where as though I hope the Redskins sign him in 2021. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. It's what it is. We're trying to win. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. He's a fucking dick. You know, and you can't be a dick and expect not to have that shit come back upon you.
No.
In the NFL. It's the most money. It's the biggest money league. You're under the highest scrutiny because most of you guys are of colored skin. You gotta be easy. But it's a bunch of fucking Neanderthals. They're gonna wild out. They're hardwired for violence. It's a hard thing. The NFL needs to come up with some kind of way to counsel these men.
Well, you know, like you said, it's a violent game. It's kind of hard to turn that switch off. But
it's impossible.
You got to find a way. You got to find a way. Even if it's with therapy. Look, it doesn't work for everybody. And it's voluntary. You got to be able to willing to say, I got an issue. I got anger issues. That's the first step. And if this is how you were brought up, you got to be able to realize as an adult, it's still wrong. You can't do that. That's a 3-year-old child. That's a baby.
You're breaking his arm.
Thank you.
Come on, son.
Like, look, he got a 3-year-old. I got a teenager. And, you know, she was 3 once. I got mad.
I can't imagine.
You know, look.
I had mad as you've gotten. You never. I
ain't never broke nothing. She ain't never bled. She ain't never been bruised. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, you gotta whoop their ass every now and again, but to a point. You gotta know where that line is. Yeah. There is a line between a whooping and abuse. And I'm sorry, the minute you break something, that's abuse, brother.
It's not even a thin line. It's a thick
line.
A thick line. It's a thick line, son. It's a thick line.
So
measure yourself accordingly, big my time. Guy.
Look, on second thought, I don't have a hero this week, and heroes are kind of fleeting to this day.
They are.
I still got a 0 now I think about it. And my 0 is a 2-pronged 0.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay. 0 number 1 is Luke Walton. Luke Walton, for allowing himself to be caught out there.
You walk right into that. You walk right into that.
Yo. For those of y'all been keeping up, Luke Walton's been accused of sexual assault and attempted rape by a former journalist for the Golden State Warriors and I think LA Lakers now, right? I'm not going to go the D. Trump way and talk about her appearance because that's just low. And that's not me. Because last time I checked, my name ain't Don Juan either. So, fuck that. But, Luke Walton, you a dick. Because whether these allegations are true or not, how you allow yourself to get caught up in that is beyond me. In this day and age, you should know better. If any of this is true, you a straight up asshole. Now that being said, I can't think of the woman's name off the top of my head, and I apologize for any females watching this that may watch this. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything like that. But you do yourself an incredible disservice to the Me Too movement. Bill Cosby has gone down. Weinstein has gone down. What's the fucking senator? Al Franklin has gone down. Big names have gone down. You gonna stand there and say that you were afraid to come out for Luke Walton? Luke Walton.
You about to have the show cut down, son. This Me Too movement is real.
I know the Me Too movement is real. And what I'm trying to say is you're doing the Me Too movement a disservice. You cannot be scared. You cannot hold back.
She's not scared, Dave. She went across a bill she couldn't pay and decided to do this.
All right, now you moving across.
Yeah,
you
now,
across the Me Too
I'm going
movement.
across the line.
But what I'm saying is you cannot say that's why you didn't come out for 4 or 5 years. The man's been the head coach of the Lakers now for what, 2-3 seasons? This happened when he was an assistant with the Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry. I can't buy this. I was scared shit.
You wasn't scared. You was making money. You was making money. Listen.
I can take my hat off too.
Take your hat off, son. You know what? Fuck that. We're going to draw a line here. Listen. We don't believe you. You need more people. As my man Jay-Z said. My man Hove. I don't even like talking to him. Talking about Jay-Z is saying Hove. My man Jay-Z said that. We don't believe you. We don't believe you. You need more people. All right? We don't believe you. You're talking nonsense. All right? Where are the facts? Where are your pictures?
That's number one.
Where are your videos?
Hey. How about this? How about this for a second? You're a journalist, right? You're supposed to be serious. You're supposed to be professional. And yet in a press conference, instead of using the term member, penis,
she said erection.
No, she said cock.
She said cock.
Cock.
Don't tell me that. Are
okay.
you serious?
They would not bleep out erection.
She said cock.
They would not bleep out erection.
I think she said erection.
If she said erection, that's not something to bleep out.
All right.
Manhood. That he rubbed his genitalia.
If she said his cock, then she's definitely
there's no
his
reason to blurt out cock. There's no reason to bleep that. There's no reason to bleep erection. I can erect a building. I don't bleep that shit out. Look, at the end of the day, you're supposed to be a journalist, all right? You're supposed to be a professional. There was a more professional way to handle that. Okay? And again, as he said, where are the other witnesses? Bill Cosby, you had 40 fucking people come out. Harvey Weinstein, you had 100 fucking women come out. Okay? Al Franklin, you had a picture. The man's hands were on the woman's breasts. You had a picture as evidence. Where's the evidence? And you come out and say you was afraid for 5 years. Come on. This reeks of, not to bring up the past, this reeks of the whole Mike Tyson shit. You went over to Luke Walton's place for help on your book. Maybe Luke Walton misinterpreted. I don't know the facts, okay? Maybe Luke Walton is an asshole here, okay? We don't know. But you cannot come out and say...
Maybe you're a rapist.
Exactly. Maybe you sent mixed signals. I know that's going to get me some negative feedback. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
I don't give a fuck. But you know what? Both of them on my zeros list.
Oh, all right. Shout out to your zeros list.
Okay?
Shout out to your zeros list.
You finished. I still got some.
Dave was wild.
As always, he's Dave.
He's Dave.
This was a Sports Rant. We get into it.
Peace.